there he is. My contact. So, my friend, what do you have to tell us?
That depends. What do you have to give?
Tell us what you know, and I shall let you keep your miserable life.
I believe the Invid trader passed through our town. He was with a group of resistance fighters. He looked very convincing. A bald fellow, older, very quiet. But there was something strange about him. He looked as if he was dying, very pale. I'm convinced. Look out, Invid! Ah!
Sup fellas, Sparky42 is here, and we are back. This time we're going to be commentating on the next mission called the Genesis Pit.
Oh, thank God. Did the RAF send you to rescue us?
So immediately after you fall down into the pit,
If you're heading into the caves, you're heading in alone.
Command sent us to investigate this nightmare months ago. We were attacked by these crazy spider things almost immediately, and every recon group we send out never returns.
you don't necessarily have to use the secondary, but picked up the Wolf
No
Auto.
way I'm going down there. I'm brave, but I ain't stupid.
Wolf Auto pistol. Now, this one, you're going to be facing a couple different things.
Help! I'm out of protoculture. Not gonna last much longer.
You are going to face a couple things during this mission on hard difficulty. Is you're dealing with a lot of darkness and some stuff you probably won't see. So, normal vision, like this one, it will be useful in certain different times. But for the most part of the missions, you need to use your night vision and the thermal vision, because those are probably, for the most part, they're going to be the most useful things that you can help to get through this mission. Now, you are going to be facing a couple of enemies, like the one you saw. We are dealing with spiders. We are going to also deal with the Invid that has the shields.
We're surrounded. Multiple hostiles. Very little ammo left.
We're going to be dealing the ones with shields. And then there's another one that it's only on this mission only, but we'll get to that later. But for the most part, just keep processing through. Just use your night and thermal vision just to make sure that enemies don't get behind you.
Pretty dark in there. Use your thermal vision to spot enemies before they're on top of you.
Get him off me! Get him off!
Now, that first part of the segment was probably pretty easy because it's we don't see like an ally health bar at the moment, and mostly what we're just dealing is just spiders. So that's just only the first part that we managed to go through easily. But now we're ready for the next part. So you jump over that bridge, and then always pay attention to your radar and be ready to change your different visions. So there's the spiders, there's the invid soldiers with the shields. That's what we got next. So like we have done before, we're going to take them out. So for the soldiers, always make sure you check your aim. You don't necessarily have to, but always check the aim, see if you can try to get some critical hits. That's the best thing. And right here, you got two spiders on your left. On your radar, make sure you're on top of it.
Help! We've got to help him. He's got the detonators for the charges at the end of this tunnel. Yeah, right. Go help him. With those things running around, you can count me out.
Now this one is not necessarily as difficult, but you always got to be on top of it. This mission on hard is like maybe nearly one of the second hardest, probably because some of the protection on this one it gets a little tougher than usual. So after you hear that little bit of dialogue, find a demolitionist and immediately, it doesn't matter how you do it, always stay near him to try to protect him. The spiders are just going to be mostly the main issue for the most part. I know there'll probably be a...
Follow me! I've stashed some charges in the side passage up ahead. I only hope the Invid haven't found them.
For the most part, like, since it's mostly spiders, I think there's probably maybe a few soldiers with shields that does pop up on this one, but I don't think it's like necessary as bad. So your main objective focus at this point, while protecting him, is watch for the spiders because they'll be on top of you. As soon as you get to here, activate your thermal vision. Wait till you see them come out and quickly blast them. And then turn around. There's a couple shields. Take them out quickly. Since there's those three behind you. There we go. Took a little bit of health damage, but we managed to get them out. And now we're going to another place to make sure he's protected. We got a shielded soldier in front of us and another one as well. So take them out like usual. And he is done. And charges is being set. And there we go. Watch your step there.
Hey you! Cyclone pilot! You got any ammo left? Good! Blast those protoculture pumps!
Now this took me about maybe at least 4 or 5 minutes to try to get this portion right, because this one right here is the one I just tend to struggle the most, because what you're trying to go right in front of you is surrounded by poison, and if you touch it insta kills you instantly. So I was looking around trying to find some ideas to trying to see like what I could possibly do if I have to shoot something down or just find like some sort of miracle. So So wait till you see that I actually found the right answer to this problem. I somehow managed to get on that. So the best idea is if you could try to get through this here, which I know I can, and I did. Try to go around it. You don't want to go through the middle because that's easily a quick insta kill, and you need to find like a pretty good safe route to try to find a way to get across. So jump on those couple of rocks there I just went to. Looking around to see what other spots I could try to jump on. Jump on that. And then the next place I jumped to was right there. I managed to get lucky somehow, and I got a checkpoint. I jumped over here next. There's a couple grenades. We're gonna go jump right on the middle, right here. I'm gonna jump here. I went back the other way. Actually, don't go the first way. Health pack right there if you need it. You don't necessarily. Health pack right there if you need it, depending on how much damage you got. But because I had to went from last checkpoint because I was struggling here, I didn't need any. You jump there, and then you basically boost jump here, and then you jump on that platform, and there you go. Now you made it to the next section of the mission. Alright, so now you notice there's some enemies on your radar. I usually try to jump on a couple platforms, but I did this. And yes, these are the third different type of enemies you are going to be facing on this mission. So that type of monster, it's like a weird human version of of the beast. So that's what this looks like. So that's the only type of mission. This is the only mission that you're going to be dealing with those type of enemies. So we got the spiders, we got the soldiers with the shields, and we got those weird beasts. So that's what we have going on throughout this mission. I like to do it from long range from here so that I don't get any damage from it, and I managed to do that. There's another wave that spawned in, and I think it was from right here. There's just a couple of spiders trying to get me from a long distance. I say nope, and they are done, and I move on to the next one. You don't necessarily have to pick up the Wolverine machine gun, but I think I did. I decided to take it myself if necessary, but don't necessarily have to. And there we go. We made it to the next portion, and now here we are, ready to move on. You got a little bit of a gap in front of you. There's a little bit of a bridge. I just like to jump over it right to the halfway portion just to be safe. And now you got a couple soldiers with shields that respawn right in front of you as soon as you hit the next platform. Now you got one behind you. You got these beasts. You gotta be careful. the thermal vision is very highly recommended against these types of monsters, because the special ability of them disappearing and heading to a different area can cause a little bit of trouble if you're not paying attention. As you see, I got hit there. Try to back off, try not to put myself in a bad spot, and decided to back up a little bit. Dealing with a couple of spiders. That's good. Now I decided to sit here to just like hit them from long range, and I think that was probably a smart idea that I did that, is because if I would have tried to fight this up close, I would have been dead. So got them out from long range, and double check your radar just in case. They got one hiding somewhere. Just a spider, and that's it. Alright, after that, move on to the next thing. We got a soldier, I think what it looked like. I think it was trying to shoot us, but it didn't look like it. But anyways, now you got more spiders. Be on your right, a little bit uphill. Be on your toes because you probably won't see it coming. Turn around behind you. There you go. So that is all the spiders done from this section. I recommend always using night vision to help try to walk into the next section.
How do we get out of here? No idea. I don't think there is a way out, to be honest. We're gonna be trapped in here forever.
Alright, so after that surprise explosion, which did hurt by the way, you got two soldiers that are going to be walking through the path and try to do a Lone Ranger. I got one of them, and there's number 2. There we go. So that's done. There's some Wolverine machine gun magazine ammos, but we already have one and we hadn't wasted a bullet on it, but we don't need to waste any bullets for it because most of the time we're going to be focusing on using the Galan. And now here we are, we have to protect this soldier. Now this one is a little bit tough to do. He died once there. You got soldiers with shields. You do have like I think a couple beasts, and you have to be on top quickly. That time I was having a hard time seeing because I was like, where to go? There's a beast camo right in front of me. There's 3 of them actually. You always make sure double check, like if there's one that's focused on it, then you need to change your fire, because these beasts actually, they put a lot of damage on you and possibly your allies. So you have to be aware of what's going on around you, because already nearly almost instantly he was almost like dead. He's already half dead, but he's still alive. So he's down. So you can see the first looks of it. So there's your look on it. But anyways, besides that, gonna set the charges. Hurt himself a little bit. Now you got some more. You got more beasts up in front of it. Take them out quickly as possible before they try to kill the soldier. Got one. It is got. So it's almost like one of those big guys, but with them being like a size of a human, it's almost kind of like difficult. But we managed to beat those three. He is about to set his second charge,
It's all clear.
and it is clear. So the protection is done. Now we move on to the next thing. We got spiders down here. Quick and easy.
Hey, you. It's about time you showed. Now don't just stand there. Get down here and cover me.
There are some spiders down here. I did a grenade on this one, and I had to respawn for the last checkpoint because I was a little stupid that I died from almost nearly necessary fall damage with the poison. So I'll try it again a second time. Boom.
To make this work, we need to weaken key
Had some
points
damage,
in the
but
ceiling.
we are
Grab a
okay.
rocket launcher. Use your thermal vision to pinpoint the weak spot.
Now this one's a little tough.
Keep those
There are three waves. There are three waves. Down here are the spiders, and then you have the one with the shield there. And that one shot took away half of his health. So I got a little worried there. So I was already starting looking around to try to find weak spots. If you have a little bit of time, try to find either one of the... There are 5 weak spots. If you got some time before the other 2 of waves spawned in, try to find at least maybe one, and then change up, try to get the ground and everybody else before try to kill the demolition, because it's gonna stop you and kill it, and you don't have enough time to try to get the weak spots. So we managed to find 2. Now we got one more wave of this mess here. So I'm messing with the analog stick, trying to go for the head, and all that's left is the spiders. There we go. And now I think with all that is clear, use your thermal vision, find and look for weak spots so you can hit them. There's probably 1 or 2 that you can almost see it without the thermal vision, but the thermal vision just helps just a little bit better. And now I'm missing one more. Trying to find it. And found it. Boom.
I'll override your cyclone safety system so you can transform to bike mode. We don't have much time. Double time it topside now. Go! Go! I'll be right behind you.
So then now the last thing you just have to do is try to get out of here and try not to touch the poison. That's all that is left that it needs to do. And that will be the end of the mission once you go through. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of this.